JAPFEST 2019.
My name's James Deane. I come from Castle in Cork, Ireland. We're drifting Falcon Tyres BMW E92 M3 here this weekend.
If you could choose to battle against anyone here, who would it be and why?
I think I'd probably try to battle Duane because the two of us are actually fighting for the championship today. It's the final round of the European Championship. And also Jack Shanahan, who's in third place. So any of those guys would be a crazy battle.
What's a fun fact about your drifting career up to date? Anything?
Fun fact, I started drifting when I was 15 and I actually left school for drifting when I was 16 because I got a sponsorship opportunity.
What has been your favourite track or event this year?
My favourite track is probably Long Beach in Los Angeles, California. So it's an amazing location obviously, and it's fully enclosed by walls, 20,000 people watching it, amazing weather, and it's just, I love it there.
What do you think about this event so far?
Yeah, so this event is a challenging one. It's the final round of both the Irish Championship, which was yesterday, and the European Championship today. Very difficult one because of the conditions, to be honest. It's been typical Irish weather, very wet and dry, so the track conditions are changing with every lap. It's catching a lot of drivers out, including myself.
So my name is Hynes. I'm from north of Cork, down south here in Ireland, and I compete here in the Drift Games Extreme Championship. Today we're competing in the Drift Masters Championship. I'm actually originally, I actually trained myself up from the video game, so I'm actually a software developer student, so I do a lot of software stuff, so I'm kind of the nerd of drifting, you should say. Yeah. So my car is a Nissan S14 Silvia 200SX. Has a 2JZ power plant with Toyota Supra. Quite a basic car actually, nothing as advanced as some of the other cars here, but it gets the job done. It finished second in the championship this year in Ireland, so it does the job.
If you could choose to battle against anyone here today, who would it be and why?
I like battling against everyone, to be honest. It's always a bit of fun and a bit of spice. There was one person that I like to battle, was James. I got to battle him just there 10 minutes ago, but unfortunately I wasn't able to use my own car. So, and any time I have battled James, it's never been in my own car, so I'd like to try that sometime.
What has been your favourite track or event this year? Any in particular?
Wow, okay. My favourite, actually, I went to the UK during the summer. We competed in the NEC in Birmingham, so that was a cool venue, one-off opportunity, and we ended up taking the win there, so that was great as well.
Thank you so much. tell us a bit about yourself. Where are you from?
So I'm a mixed breed a little bit. I'm half Danish, half Irish, but I've been living in Ireland for the last 20 years. So currently kind of residing a little bit in London, but so I'm flying in for Irish events at the moment.
Oh, wow.
So it's a triple mixed. I'm triple foreign, if you will, right?
So tell us about your car.
So I drive in the Drift Games Extreme Championship here in Ireland. I drive what we call a 249 SX. It's a Nissan S chassis with a tiny little small 2-litre engine with a great big massive turbo on it.
If you could choose to battle against anyone here today, who would it be and why?
So I would absolutely have to choose Jack Shanahan. Jack and I have competed against each other for many years, and he's the one person I've never beat. So I think we've met each other 6 or 7 or 8 times. In fact, 3 times this year in competition, and he's beat me every single time. So definitely Jack Shanahan.
Tell us a fun fact about your drifting career.
Right. Okay. So fun fact about my drifting career. The gentleman gentleman is a strong word now. John O'Hare won the competition here, the pro competition here yesterday. I taught John to drift many years. I didn't teach him how to drift, but I used to do the Pro Drift Academy as an instructor. And I had John O'Hare in a class many years ago. So the only reason he won yesterday was because of my drifting skills. So I'm going to lay claim to that. John, that's my doing. Okay.
What has been your favourite event or track this year? Any in particular?
This one. Absolutely this one. The level of skill set required to execute a perfect drift lap here is quite high. Also, the level of danger with what we're doing here is extremely high, right? So this, without a shadow of a doubt, was the most challenging one. I only arrived yesterday morning because I flew in Friday night from London, so I didn't get any practice whatsoever, and I got one practice lap before qualifying yesterday. So it was very challenging, but this one, without a shadow of a doubt.
Well, the most important question of all is, what is your favourite sandwich filler?
Oh, cheese.
Cheese.
Cheese. Oh, absolutely cheese. Yeah, cheese. But I'll take anything in a sandwich. I'll be honest with you, but cheese. But absolutely cheese. Always cheese.
Well, thank you so much, Peden. It was lovely to interview you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So, tell us a bit about yourself. Where are you from?
So I'm from Perth, Western Australia. Small, it's quite big, but it's very isolated from the rest of Australia. It's very far across from where all the big cities are. I'm 23 years old. I'm a privateer drift team. It's just a 2-man team, me and my dad, and we travel the world drifting. So I've got a Nissan S13 that has a V8 supercharged LSA engine, makes about 730 horsepower at the flywheel, and plenty of power to make lots of smoke.
So if you could choose to battle against anyone here today, who would it be and why?
Well, there's lots of drivers here, and everybody here stepped their game up, and everybody's a very good driver, so it's a pleasure to be on this field and drift with them all. And obviously I love driving against James because he's looked at as the best in the world, and if you can compare yourself to him, then you know you're up there with him as well. So I look forward to battling everybody, but James is definitely one you want to battle with.
What has been your favourite event or track this year so far?
Well, to be honest, in practice I was flying. I absolutely love this track. I probably had the best laps I've had all year. Just unfortunate, it came to qualifying. We had a gearbox issue in the first run and we zeroed out. And then in the second run, we just had the same issue. And we just unfortunately have to eat the 2 double zeros. And we're just going to have to regroup, work out the issue and come back swinging next year.
What do you think about this event so far?
The event's great. The atmosphere is great. The people here are great. And like I said earlier, all the drivers are great here. And yeah, there's not really anywhere else in the world you can go and have this sort of competition. And the fans here are absolutely amazing. Can't thank them enough for all the shirts and merch and stuff they come and buy. And yeah, I look forward to coming back to Ireland again soon.
So my name is Tomas Falvey. I'm from Cork in the south of Ireland, and I drive the Nissan S50. Running 650 brake horsepower with an RB25 engine, Samson's sequential gearbox, Winters differential, and all the bells and whistles.
If you could choose to battle against anyone here today, who would it be and why?
Oh, it'd have to be my teammate Peden Nielsen. We have a strong rivalry between us always, and look, it's good banter to have within the team as well. So,
what has been your favourite event or track this year so far?
To be fair, all the tracks have been special in their own way, but our last event, Punchestown, is a really good event. It brought in a massive crowd. I think there was 6,000 people there on the main event day, so I really enjoyed that.
Oh, me too.
Yeah.
So what do you think about this event so far?
Yeah, this event has been a huge success. It's so good to have all the big guys over from Europe for the Sunday. We spend all year looking at them on the TV, and look, it's just special to have them there in person with you.
The most important question of all, what is your favourite sandwich filler?
Oh, I'm just plain and simple, just a ham sandwich. That's not
Ham
really.
sandwich. Well, thank you so much,
No
Tomas.
matter.
So I'm Matt Stevenson. I own the British Drift Championship over in England. We've just come over here to watch the championship, see how things are going. It's really good to watch, really good.
Tell us about your car.
So before I took over the Drift Championship, I've driven in the British Drift Championship for the last sort of 6-7 years. I've got an E92 BMW with a LS3, but it's currently a little bit poorly at the minute without an engine, so it needs a little bit of love.
If you could choose to battle against anyone here today, who would it be and why?
Ooh, tough one. I mean, the Shanahan brothers or any of the UK guys, Martin Richards or Matt Carter, they're always good battles. You know that they can just send it in and you can just stick it on the door confidently, so it's good.
Tell us a fun fact about your drifting career to date. What
Fun fact, I'm probably known for crashing quite a lot. I'll have a good day every now and again, but a lot of the time I'll crash, which is not a good thing, but you know, I'm trying. Everyone likes to try it.
So, what is the difference between the British Championships and the Irish Championships?
I would say over the last few years, it's got closer. I think a good few years ago, the Irish Drift Championship was the driving was a lot more progressed. The drivers were better, to be fair. Now as a few of the top guys have progressed onto the European and the American series, it's sort of bridged that gap a little bit, and the UK guys have had to step up. So it's getting closer and closer and better and better.
So tell me, which is better?
I mean, if I've got to pick, I'd go the UK.
I'm originally from Dunne in County Meath, living in Castleknock in Dublin at the minute. Started drifting maybe 3-4 years ago, and first year in the pros this year.
Oh, wow. So tell us a bit about your car.
It's a PS13 Nissan Silvia SR20. It's about 450 brake horsepower, 350Z gearbox, wide fab steering kit, all the usual drifting
Yes.
mods.
So if you could choose to battle against anyone here today, who would it be and why?
Probably Tomas Falvey, purely because we have a bit of rivalry and we camp together and pit together, and obviously he's a friend.
What has been your favourite event this year so far, or track?
I think maybe this one could have been my favourite track this year. It was definitely high speed entry and very exciting to drive. Probably this year, or this track, yeah.
So what do you think of the whole event today?
Yeah, it was very good. Yeah, it was a very well run event, and to be honest, the level of preparation they put into Mondello, and obviously you can see it looks like a proper.
It's absolutely
yeah,
amazing.
it's an international circuit today, and it's amazing to be part of it, you know.
Irish drifter here, living in Portlaoise. I'm married with 2 small kids that love to see their daddy out here on that track and going out there going crazy, I suppose. I've been drifting about 10 years now, and yeah, I just finally got myself into the pro level, so I'm really happy with that.
That's really nice. So tell us a bit about your car.
So the car is an S13 one via, so an awful lot of work. I took it basically from a bare shell, built it up to what it is. Still powered with an SR, so a little bit underpowered compared to a lot of the cars here, but go out there just doing it on my budget and doing what I can with it.
Yes.
Have a lot of fun with the car, that's the main thing.
That's the main thing. So if you could choose to battle against anyone here today, who would it be and why?
I think probably Tomas Falvey. Myself and Tomas Falvey, whenever we go out together, it tends to be carnage. It's just always a lot of fun. He brings out the worst of me.
What has been your favourite track or event this year? Any in particular?
Probably Punchestown. I really enjoyed that. Yeah. The Motor Festival. Yeah,
Yes.
That was a lot of fun. Just walls everywhere. It kind of suits my style of driving. It's a full risk. It's either going to work or it won't.
It was really an amazing drift out there. So what do you think about this event so far?
I'm really enjoying the event. Unfortunately, the weather's not playing ball. That's the biggest problem with it. It's a very, very, I call it a hairy track. It's wild. It's a wild track. And when you've got this kind of weather and you don't know what the grip levels are, it's there's a lot of people unfortunately suffering with it. I did a little bit myself yesterday, now caught the wall as well. So yeah, it's a lot of fun, but really about yours.